Lockdown book idea. Sorry about this, it's my own. But sidelighting soya milk selling. Why should you read this? Why would I recommend it to someone? I've just been reading it again because I've been turning it into a film treatment. I've censored myself a bit. I was more dreadful than I come across in here. But the central relationship is, as stands, that drag act here from variety, freelance, highly eccentric. I'm the son of a Welsh country and western singer father and a Welsh failed opera singer and band stage psychic mother, and he, Stax the Royal Marine, at 15 was running drugs for the Gooch Gang in Manchester. He was in and out of care. If he hadn't done, he says, his year for the Queen, he'd probably have been in Borstal and would still be inside now for a long old run. Hated each other at first because we had no points of reference. I was used to making all my own decisions. I was late to the gig where I met him on the HMS Victory because Louisa, harpist, and I got lost in Portsmouth discussing that we'd had a drug scare. Nothing we'd done. It doesn't matter. Why are you too late was the first thing he said to me. Read your itinerary. And then, of course, I end up with Combined Services Entertainment as a risk. Drag act on a bill with stand-ups for squaddies out there who are used to Combined Services Entertainment taking them out. Stand-ups, bands, football managers, glamour models, and suddenly an interactive drag ballerina act arrives. I can see why it would have been a surprise. So this is when we'd sort of sorted out our differences. We never have. I never have the last word. And we'd been lent to a regimental sergeant major called Pam, because his surname's Ayres. So Pam. If you're called Turner, you're called Tina. And here's Pam arriving when Stax gave them to us. Gave us to him. Hang on, I'm trying to find you. I just had this open, innit? Here we are. He had this, I don't want to shoddy charger. It was that. And he told us, twinkle, twinkle, twinkle. That was across the landing strip to Basra Palace, which we twinkled to the front of, where Pam, it was enormous, you know. He was asked to demonstrate square bashing on the Generation Game. That was when it was at BBC, if you don't know, years ago. Sort of family entertainment where they had to do different things like square bashing, you know, cake making, decorating, and there was always the wheel thing with the, you know, throw the potty on it and make one of those. And they said to him, love, just because it's a telly, don't tone it down, you use this straight. And he was, are you sure? Yes. He did his first yell of quick march and took out 3 banks of speakers. So that was him. We twinkled to the front entrance of the palace, where Pam turned to watch the helicopter we'd just arrived in taking off again. You are blessed, he said, to be transported in such a piece of kit, and as civilians should be truly thankful. I asked, is there a mode of transport we can go by that civilians would never normally go in? Pam cupped his hands. Finger bins. Finger bins? Can't even read my own work. I don't care, I'm not doing it again because I can't edit. Pam cupped his fingers to form an S-band. Oh, fuck it. Bollocks. Pam cupped his fingers. I don't care. How about, he said, I put you in a tank which I drive through the walls of Basra Bollocksing Palace. So that was Pam. And then we went back to Stax. And here's the scene where we go back to him. Stax had his head on one side appraising me. We were in a mess bar back at the A-Pod Basra compound. Just seeing what kind of reception I'm getting taking you back from Pam, he said. I opened a can of lager. Jury's out, I said. It's a bit like when my nan got back from her holidays and collected the dog from kennels, said Stax. Let's wait and see if you stage a dirty protest in your food bowl, scoot yourself everywhere suckering the floor with your bum hole, or get on the piano especially to give us a flash of dwarf salami rampant. There. That's why you should read my book. Yeah.